Good morning, everyone. It's Sunday and a little after 10:30, and I'm currently in Holcomb Valley, which is just north of Big Bear, and it's still stormy. Cleared up overnight, starting to get overcast again and getting thunder. But today, I'm highlighting some of the special landmarks of the area. This is called Wilbur's grave, presumably of a miner that lived in the area and was buried here. And as you can see, all the off-roaders, they kind of memorialize this place. They put stickers. Somebody left their Beats headphones or knockoff of Beats headphones, their hat. This is actually really common for a lot of off-road areas. Like in Death Valley, there's Tea Kettle Junction, which everybody that passes through leaves a tea kettle on the signpost, usually with notes. So this isn't really unique, but it's still interesting. Got some Jeep Club stickers in there. So I am going to be driving and going through some of these landmarks on the way out today. There's several cabins. There's some abandoned mine ruins. So I'll show that to everybody on the way out. Still though, I really like the ambiance of the thunderstorm though. There's this number 3 on the trail of these various historical sites, and it's just started pouring. So I'm trying to wait for it to maybe die down first before I go down the trail. It's been raining here for a good 20 minutes, and I'm still just trying to wait it out. I know that if I drive off and go further up the road here that it will just stop, and that's how my luck works out. So I'm just going to try to wait it out, and then hopefully we can hike down this trail a little bit to see what the landmark is. But at the same time, I'm glad it didn't rain like this yesterday. It just drizzled like on and off. It wasn't anything like this where there's a big downpour. I was expecting a big downpour, but luckily no problems there. Just a lot of thunder and humidity. It's really just drizzling now, so I'm gonna go ahead and head down this trail before it starts downpouring again. Going to do this one quick while the weather allows it. This is number 5. If you can hear me over all the thunder. This is number 5, which is the Hangman's tree. Yeah, I'm out of here. I'm not going to get struck by lightning. I think it might be all cloud to cloud lightning too, but I can't tell. The roads are also getting really muddy too, so I need to be extra cautious. I did receive a flood warning alert on my phone too, even though I have very sketchy cell phone signal. Like, it's basically emergency only, so I'm going to take that as a warning that I need to be very cautious and try to get out of this area as soon as possible. Good thing is even though it's rainy and muddy right now, there's plenty of people around, so if there's an issue, I don't really have to worry about it too much, but I'm at number 7 now, which is this Belleville and Van Dusen cabin. It's still raining, but it's not too bad, so I can deal with it. But I keep waiting for any rain to let up, and it'll die down, and then once I start coming out to these places, it just picks up again. But at least the roof works, right? Looks like there's another marker out there too, but I'm gonna have to wait. Alright, it's kind of dying down a little bit, so let's see what this other marker is. Gold ore grinder. Oh yeah, look at that. Interesting. It's worth getting a little bit wet for these views, I think. And it's starting to rain harder now. Alright, so the rain's died down. I'm actually at two different trails now. There's number 10 over there, which looks like it goes to another cabin. And there is a grave site over on this side. So I'm going to start with the grave site first. I think that's it. This is the Ross grave site. See, Ross is here. This is number 10, which I believe goes to a cabin. The thing that's kind of cool about this trail is there's all this old fencing that I'm guessing presumably the owners of the cabin had. Ooh, gonna have to go around this. Well, that's disappointing. Looks like there's really nothing down here. There must have been a cabin that burned down. The Pigmy cabin. Oh yeah, you can kind of see the remains of the fireplace over there. Wonder when this happened. A typical miner dwelling during the Gold Rush days, built in 1860, called the Pigmy cabin. It was partially destroyed over the years by vandals seeking firewood and souvenirs. Restoration was done as a Boy Scout Eagle project. Oh, looks like that was in 1980, but it must have burned down after they restored it, which is, wow, that's a shame. I wonder what happened. Huh. Oh, you can see some fire damage over here too. Wonder if it was lightning or something. I don't know. Weird. Finally, some blue sky. This road is rough, especially after the erosion from rain, but damn. And not only have my four-wheel drive on, but I also have my rear locker on. because even with four-wheel drive on some of the mud I was fishtailing, so I needed that extra traction. Had to take a quick break from that bone-jarring ride, but like so many potholes, so many large rocks, but look at this view. That's looking, I believe, north out over towards the high desert. Look at the monsoon storms that are coming in. And that's the road right there that I came in on. I'm not sure if you can see it in the camera, but it loops around there. And yeah, like this is just really rough. Like this section isn't too bad, but I just want to double check and make sure my tires are okay. It's really rocky, so I'm kind of concerned about my sidewalls. That looks okay. Yeah, I think we're good. Just want to be sure. Though that side looks a little bit... That might just be because I'm on an incline. Look at all the mud. It's all caked up on my running boards too. I'm almost down towards where I believe there's a Big Bear waste transfer station down over here, but this is also an amazing view. You got the high desert still out over there, and then pan around over here. That right there is Baldwin Lake, which is kind of, historically it's like the northern extension of Big Bear Lake, but it's almost always dry. But you can actually see there's enough water that accumulated in it. So I'm almost back to the road. I was heading home on Highway 38, and probably only like a couple of miles down Highway 38 after leaving Big Bear, there was a barricade, traffic got backed up, and apparently it looks like maybe Highway 38 got washed out or there was significant damage. So I'm opting to detour down towards Lucerne Valley on Highway 18, which is going to take probably, I don't know, an extra like hour and a half, 2 hours for me to get home. Highway 38 is pretty much a straight shot, but I really have no choice in this case. So I kind of figured since we have to detour, I'll stop and we'll go through Lucerne Valley and see what kind of views we can find. And the storm is kind of bad down there too, so it might get interesting. But I think we'll be okay if we're cautious. I'm down at the bottom of State Route 18, headed down towards Lucerne Valley. But look at this massive mining operation. You see there's some facilities over there, and all of those tailings. I'm not sure if it's still in operation or not, but I've driven by here before, and just the scale of it's always kind of been amazing to me. And then I still have to drive that way to the east. Look at how bad the clouds are. So I'm down here east of Lucerne Valley on 247, and found, it looks like there's this historical marker over here. Old Woman Springs Ranch. I actually can't wait for winter though, because I plan to do a lot of desert camping. And no, you can't really do it out here And during summer, you know, in 100-degree heat, you know, that's just way too much. Sometimes 110-degree heat. It's not too bad right now because of the storm, but even then, it's still pretty warm down here, but there is humidity too, so. Wow. Brave of people to do that in their cars, but it's absolutely pouring out there. No wonder. I ended up driving through Landers in Yucca Valley, and pretty much the weather improved after Landers, but you can still see this is that's basically over Landers and Lucerne Valley on the other side of those mountains there. It's just absolutely insane. But then I'm over here at the bottom of Morongo, and you can see the Cabazon wind farm. But San Jacinto is just absolutely getting walloped by the thunderstorms too. It's really impressive. So I'm going to go ahead and end my video here. I'm kind of glad that I had this detour because driving through Landers and Lucerne Valley, there are a lot of spots where there's abandoned buildings that might be worth exploration. So we'll see, maybe for future videos. But if you like this video, please be sure to like and subscribe. Thank you.